Right now, I have a sense of disbelief that we're actually here. We're right in the hinterland of Japan, deep in the middle of the island. And for me, this is quite personal because about 6 years ago, when I started to become involved with a show cook phenomenon, a mentorship challenge for the hotel industry, I'd search around for good stories to use behind the microphone to answer the question, does the hospitality industry have legs? This beautiful place opened its doors in 705 AD. So it's in the Guinness Book of Records. And here's where it gets really interesting. It is still in the hands of the same family, 55 generations later. I cannot believe that we're actually now going to stay here and enjoy the onsen. We had to leave our outside shoes here when we went into the center. Those little red thingies with our name in the middle is what we wear inside. And then you've got the shoes that we wear when we have to just step outside the front door. Everything's got its place. So we're just settling into our room in this beautiful onsen. And look, even our name on the door, Kutsuya, and no doubt written up in Japanese letters kind of thing. So welcome to a hotel room unlike any other hotel room that I've ever been in. So the first rule we've had to learn is we have to lose our slippers or our shoes, and they've given us these cute little socks with sort of like place so you can wear your slip-on shoes. And we've got a whole suite going here. This is what they call the relax room. Billy took one look at that and said, where's the legs of the chairs? I must be honest, but you know, we're in Japan. So this is the relax room where you bring your book or your magazine. And we have a view that is worthy of relaxation. It's absolutely incredible with a gorge running all the way past our window. It's beautiful. But wait, there's more. In another room alongside, and this is all ours, there's this beautiful large room, also covered in the same raffia type mats. And this is where we had what Tui, our hostess, so charmingly called the information discussion. So we had an information discussion seated on the floor. And you might look around and say, where are the beds? Well, they're not. Apparently they come out later. They come out of the cupboards for us to have bedding, and then it disappears again in the morning as well. True Japanese style, but again, another lounge. But Billy will be quite relieved to see that this is the Western version chair with legs, so he's all right for a bit with that one. So we booked ourselves an onsen, which is what you do in this place, Nishiyama Onsen, there's a clue in the name. And we've had to run around the different onsens to match the letters in Japanese, and we're hoping that we've got the right one. We might hear a very loud yelp as we come in here. And here it is. Ah, it's beautiful. They have many of these onsens, and all of them are fed by the natural waters that come out of the river and the gorge, which is just alongside us. I'm just trying to take it all in. I literally cannot believe that we're here. Well, we've just arrived to have our private dinner for the evening in the onsen, and I want to introduce you to Tui, and she's our hostess. Is that the expression you use? Yeah, she's been looking after us from the day we arrived, the second we arrived rather. So we're in very good hands here in Japan.
So
Thank you,
I
Tui.
serve you today.
So here is the menu that Tui has just given us. That's the easy part. I can read that. It says kutsia, but after that, need to get our Google Translate out.
But this local fish. This fish you can eat with some nut in here. And this one is the acorn noodle. This is the sauce together. The name of that is goma. That is the...
Trying to be brave, trying to embrace Japanese way of eating. But I must say, I'm a little dubious about this, but... It's quite nice. It's salty, but not as salty as I thought it was going to be. A much softer fish meat than I thought it was going to be.
This is a real treat. What you told us, this is that we have A5 Wagyu beef. That's the highest grade Wagyu beef you can get. So probably this piece of meat that we're looking at, probably the best meat cuts you can get anywhere on this planet. And apparently we have 4 different cuts here. We have the shoulder cut, we have the inner thigh, we have the brisket, and then ribs. So this will enable us to taste each one of them. I'm going to be gluttonous and start with the best one of them. But just look at that beautiful marbling on the steak. But the meat is beautifully tender. It must be some of the best steak I've ever had in my life.
I'm so happy to service your mother today. She's so cute.
So is Tui.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Tui. Thank you. But he's just phoning to give me birthday wishes. That's why we're talking, yeah.
Give her a hug.
Oh, anytime. And magically, our beds have arrived. Although they're not beds, they're called shiki buton, which translates literally as spreading futon. Either way, it looks good. Now it's breakfast, and it's looking exquisite, absolutely incredible. You realise there's enough food here to feed about 12 people. After an incredible experience in the onsen, we're now in the tiniest station called Minobu, and we are on a local train with all of our luggage, as usual, on our way to our next stop, which is in the area of Fuji.